Yep, I'm fucking done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fucking done. This is, without a doubt, the worst fucking game I've ever seen from the Steelers. I thought last week's game was bad, ladies and gentlemen, but wow. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just gonna fucking do this right now because this team doesn't even deserve. I'm just getting rid of that right now because I'm fucking done with this Steelers team right now for the time being. I'm not making this is my last Steelers video until next fall. What they showed, what happened right now, what happened today is absolutely pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic, and I, God, this is. I'm just trying to compile my thoughts together because, good Lord, this Steelers team is together so bad. Oh my God, this Steelers offense is beyond trash. This is. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Just. I can't believe I turned off the game, dude. There was like 5 minutes or whatever left. I don't give a fuck anymore about this team for this year. This year I'm done. This is it. This is my last year's content until next year, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Fichtner, dude, I hope they leave you in the Baltimore slums and the ghetto where you belong. You are the worst offensive coordinator in Steelers history. I'm telling you that right now. This is worse than the 60s Steelers, like the early 60s Steelers offense. Worse than the 30s. Worse when the Steagles were formed. Worse when the Steelers Cardinals. This is the worst Steelers offensive coordinator I have ever seen my entire life. Randy Fichtner has absolutely no right being an offensive coordinator in the NFL. He has none. No right whatsoever. And when I wake up tomorrow morning, I hope to God there was the news that Randy Fichtner has officially been fired by the Steelers. If not, you'll be in room for a rude awakening, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing I want to say, Bill O'Brien, go fuck yourself. You're the most overrated coach in the NFL. Yes, it did count, Gary. It counted. The Steelers would have won, Titans would have lost. We would have been in the playoffs. And yet, we can't even beat the Ravens back. Oh my God, I hope to God the Texans, I hope you have a good God over there in Houston, because when the Buffalo Bills go out and just whoop your ass next week, it won't even be funny. It won't even be funny. It'll just be justice because of what you did today. Yep, Steelers are out of the playoffs. Second straight year in a row. Second time this happened since 2012, 2013. We've missed consecutive playoff bursts. I just laugh around because I don't even know how to react right now with how bad this is. Oh my God. I'm not even going to blame the referees because all the referees are fucking garbage nowadays. I don't give a fuck. I'm not blaming the referees. They were horrible as always. Because Bill Vinovich and his crew once again were awful. Wow. I'm just so flabbergasted at how much time I waste with this team. I shouldn't even bothered watching this game today. I had a feeling we were going to lose, and the Titans were going to. And guess what happened? The Titans won today, and they rightfully deserve to be in the playoffs. Thanks to Bill O'Brien being an idiot and benching his players. Yeah, next year when you come into Pittsburgh, I hope we destroy you, because that's what's going to happen next year. Congratulations, Tennessee Titans, on getting the playoffs. Have fun next week getting blown up by the Patriots by 30. Have fun next week. Your team's not any better than the freaking Nuts. They're not much better. The only reason you guys won is because you had a team that actually knows how to do things on offense. Steelers, on the other hand, we don't know jack shit on what to do on offense. It seems like offense is like a foreign language. It seems like when every other NFL offense is reading in English, we're reading in Taiwanese and Latin. Yeah, that's how much of an idiot Randy Fichtner is. And good God, this is that one of the worst 3-game stretches of Steelers football I've ever seen in my entire life. 10 points, 3 consecutive games to end the season, all in loss. and this is our lowest scoring offense since the 1980 season. I think it was 87 or something like that. Our most points we scored all year is 27 against the Bengals and the Dolphins. Yet we didn't score 30 once this year. Oh, God. I'm only going to give one shout out here, and this is for Luke Nukem. The better team won today. Your backups were better than our starters. Good God. Luke Nukem, I know you're the diehard Ravens fan. I've known you for years, and you're a diehard Ravens fan. You're the only Ravens fan I'm ever going to give a shout out to. Because the rest of the other the only people that are true Ravens fans that I know outside of YouTube, I'll give them their shout outs. But most of the fans on YouTube, Ravens fans on YouTube, are bandwagon fucks. Just like City Champions 04, or Total Noob, and many of the others. They're all bandwagoners. And congrats on your 14-2 season, Baltimore. You're gonna get losing the AFC Championship game to the Chiefs. I'm telling you right now. Because it'll be Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the AFC Championship game, and the Chiefs are gonna blow them out. I'm calling it right now. But back to this game. Why did we even bother stepping on the field knowing our offense was this bad? Trust me, I love you, Duck, but you just weren't cut it for this year. It's not your fault, man. With Mason, I'm also going to pardon Mason because I don't think that how bad our Steelers offense is, I don't think that's a result of quarterback play. I think that's a result more of Randy Fichtner and how inept he is as a human being to process daily things. This guy shouldn't be calling offenses in the NFL level. Hell, he shouldn't even be calling high school offenses. This guy is the absolute epitome of incompetent and laughable as an offensive coordinator. Our defense, with Keith Butler, as much as I've given Keith Butler crap over the years, Keith Butler's defense stepped it up this year. And I'll give Keith Butler credit. And he's a favorite to be a head coaching candidate next year. Good. Because he deserves it. He's improved. His Steelers defense was good this year. Only problem is our offense can do it. Wow. I just am so flabbergasted right now. This is just it's unfucking believable, ladies and gentlemen, how upset I want to be, but I just want to laugh more than anything else because, good God. I had a feeling Baltimore Ravens were going to win today, and they were going to win with their backups because we're inept. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. And I turned off the NFL. I'm done with the NFL for right now, man. I don't even want to bother with this freaking terrible-ass freaking NFL organization. This NFL is the worst. I think it was one of the worstly run professional leagues I have ever seen. Just with the amount of ineptitude Roger Goodell has and how bad the officiating is, the officiating gets worse and worse each and every year. And when you try and go one way, one step forward with the referees, they take 5 steps backwards. It's so bad. I swear to God, this is... it gets harder and harder even for me each and every year to even think about watching NFL anymore. And today proved that this is a fucking breaking point for me in the NFL. I just might even give him barely my fucking time. I don't even really want to give the NFL any more of my viewership. Maybe for the Super Bowl, but I just don't even want to fucking watch the rest of the way. I don't even want to bother. This league is just so bad now. It's gotten worse. When I started watching in 2004 until now, this is the absolute worst I have ever seen the NFL. And yes, Patrick, the Steelers are officially out of the playoffs. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens, and Tennessee Titans beat the Houston Texans. So the Titans officially clinched the last playoff spot. So, good God. This team needs a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest thing we need to do is fire Randy Fichtner. If Randy Fichtner is not fired by tomorrow, I will be beyond surprised. This guy should not be an offensive coordinator anymore. He shouldn't be. He really should not be an offensive coordinator. This guy is, without a doubt, the worst Steelers offensive coordinator in history. I'd rather take the 62 offense, the 68 offense, where we went 1-13 that year. I'd rather take that offense than this offense. I would take the 68 offense knowing well they sucked versus Randy Fichtner, who is about as incompetent as a bag of bricks. I am not kidding you guys. I think a bag of bricks, you place a bag of bricks on the sideline with the head coaching set, the Steelers offense would be much better. I'm telling you this right now because the season's over, guys. Steelers lose 26-10, 8-8. We finished the season 8-8 after starting the season 1-4. Mike Tomlin, I am not blaming this on Mike Tomlin this year. I'm blaming this 100% on the offense because Tomlin is a defensive coach, and the defense stepped up this year and was a great part of our team. Minkah Fitzpatrick was one of the best free agent signings we had, trades we got. He's great. I love Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he's going to be better. He's got to get a little bit better, but he'll have another full offseason to get better for us. So I'm not blaming this on Tomlin, Butler, or on the defense. I'm not blaming this at all on them. Butler had a much better year, even though Keith Butler last year was terrible, and I was calling for him to get the axe. No. If he can do some right things next year, I would love to see him back, but he may be a favorite to be a defensive coordinator somewhere else, or the favorite to blame the Redskins job along with Marvin Lewis. So there's that. So Butler, though, I'll give you credit and credit's due. I'm not going to talk about the game because I don't even want to bother because Benny Snell was the only thing that was even consistent on offense. Juju Smith-Schuster, James Washington, all were terrible. Our offense was just inept. I don't even want to talk about the game because I just don't even want to bother. I turned the game off with about 5 minutes left in the game. I didn't even want to bother watching it. I didn't even want to finish it. So Tennessee Titans, congratulations. You made the playoffs. Have fun getting blown out by the Patriots. And that's all I'm going to say for this week in the NFL. I'm just going to go ahead and preview some new things with the Steelers that we should do, along with firing Randy Fichtner. These are some moves we really need to make. So I actually have some free agent predictions right here. The good thing is next year, 2020, the Steelers have the second easiest schedule in the NFL, according to the stat predictions right now. They have the second easiest behind Cleveland. Hold on one second. Jesus, I am just... I actually, is a funny point. Imagine if we played Lamar Jackson again in this kind of game in Baltimore, we would have gotten killed. They would have put up 40 or 50 on us. Not because of the defense's fault, but because of the offense and how inept they are. So, that being said, I really don't even want to bother with talking about the game. Let's just go ahead and preview some stuff for next year. So, next year, 2020, we're going to end up with the 19th overall pick. Actually, let me go ahead and can look that up right now. So we're probably going to end up with the number 20 overall pick, just like we were, even though we did have Devin Bush as well. So we're able to trip last year. I don't think we should this year personally, but you never know. We could have someone good. Maybe we can go get a Jerry Judy, maybe get a strong player. But let's be honest, folks, we need to get a quarterback this offseason. I would love for us to pick up a journeyman quarterback. If Ryan Fitzpatrick's available next year, if we get a Ryan Fitzpatrick and if he's available, or we get a Philip Rivers, or we get some journeyman quarterback, because let's be honest, as much as I like Mason and Delvin Hodges, they're not going to be the answers right away. It sucks because losing Ben in the second game of the season, having to rebound after that, it hurts. It really does hurt having to rebound after losing not only your star quarterback, your starting defensive end, Stephon Tuitt, Patrick Mahomes. Maybe not starting. I'm sorry, Marquis. I don't know why I'm thinking Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about the thing about the Chiefs. They lost him earlier in the year. Marquise Pouncey, we lost for a good amount of games. Left James Conner got hurt. Mr. Glass, Bones, James Conner. And then we had Juju out for a while too. Will Ben be back 2020? As much as I like to say he would be back, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be back. I think he's done personally in Pittsburgh. Why? Dude, the guy can't even grip a freaking football, and it's been almost 15 weeks. That's sad. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, I was wrong 28. Oh, gives a fuck. I don't care. I'm sorry. Just. Oh, my God. Whatever. At this point, just whatever. I really do not care. And yes, folks, I will be still doing pick'ems for you guys. Pick'ems will still be a thing. I'll do pick'ems with you guys, wild card, all that. I just don't even want to bother watching. You know what? Tomlin does deserve something though, because Tomlin does deserve consideration for Coach of the Year. I don't think he'll win it personally. I think it's going to go to Sean McDermott for the Bills, because he's the coach that's got the Bills coach that's gotten the 2 playoff seasons in the past 3 years, which is incredible. So that's my personal pick. But having to lose so much and go through what we did, we could have been bad. We could have been Detroit bad. We could have been Washington bad. We could have been way worse than when we finished up at 8-8, to be honest. We could have been way worse. I'm happy. You know what? Once I think about it, 8-8 after starting off 1-4, going 8-8, that's not a bad finish this season. Even though we had a chance to go to the playoffs, just incompetent offense was our killer. It was our killer. Losing our last 3 games to end the season isn't fun, but when teams figure it out, you almost lose the Arizona Cardinals and the Bengals on the road, there's problems. And offense was the biggest problem this year, and we do need to get a lot of changes going. So, if you guys want to follow me, though, I am big with numbers and stuff. Starting to schedule next year, we are the second easiest behind Cleveland. Cleveland's the number 1. I think the top 5 easiest are Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Miami is definitely one. Actually, no, I don't know about Miami. I think it. Wait, no, I'm trying to remember who else it was. I think it's Jacksonville is also one of the easiest, but still. Don't worry, Aaliyah. The Eagles are winning the division, so don't worry about that. The Cowboys, it doesn't matter. They beat the Deadskins. Oh, yeah, we could be the Deadskins, but we do have a lot of pieces we do need to fix and a lot of things we do need to get rid of next year. Excuse me. Oh. We do have a couple of restricted free agents, Matt Filer and Mike Hilton, as restricted free agents. Unrestricted free agents, we have a ton of them. BJ Finney, Artie Burns, Ryan Shazier, Bud Dupree, Sean Davis, Javon Hargrave, Nick Fannett are the big ones. And so the good thing is we might be able to get a good amount of cap, though. The problem is I think we do need to get a real lot of players. So, oh, shut the fuck up, City of Champions. You're a fucking Lions fan that turned to be a Ravens fan. Who gives a fuck about you, man? Sorry. Who gives a fuck? Ravens are still going to lose the Chiefs Nation championship game. I'm calling it right now. Ben's not coming back. Let's be honest. He's not coming back next year. We do need to get a franchise quarter. I think we should look into maybe getting a franchise quarterback in the offseason, or at least getting someone, a journeyman next year. Because our big thing is we do need to change up on the offense end. We do need to get rid of a lot of our free agents. I think if we had to put a franchise tag on somebody, it's going to be Bud Dupree. And I think we need to go out and go get a running back in the draft because we don't have a first rounder this year, guys. We do not have a first rounder. We're going to have to wait till the 20th pick in the second round in order to get anything. So I don't think we should rebuild our whole offense. We got a lot of pieces, but we do need a lot of people. We do need to really just get some things changed, though. Oh my gosh. So no, we do need to get somebody because I think we need a veteran. We can't have rookies do it because Ben's not going to play come back next year, which I don't think he will. Where he could be in a lot of trouble. The problem is we do need to get a big. I think we should go after seriously a top running back in the class or a top draft. Dude, I'm just gonna fucking pass. Fuck this guy. I'm sorry. This is fucking ridiculous. For draft picks, I would love for us to go get J.K. Dobbins. I saw him last night in the Ohio State Clemson game. He looked fucking fantastic. He looked like a great running back. Or Jonathan Taylor would also be another great fucking pick as well. I would love to get one of those two running backs. Quarterbacks, I'd like to see us go get Jacob Eason. He could be a really good franchise player. The problem is though, even when I think we could go get a quarterback in the draft. I would prefer us to get one in free agency as like a low value quarterback, like that can actually do something. Because Paxton Lynch is not going to be on our roster next year. Let's be honest. We are going to probably also have many other people in free agency. There's going to be a lot of quarterbacks coming out next year. Personally, this would be a surprising pick. This would be one that's a little controversial, but I would love to go get Marcus Mariota in free agency. I think especially if we want to combat Baltimore, we have like an actual revitalization of the offense. I think Marcus Mariota would be a great pick because let's be honest, Ryan Tannehill is going to stay in Tennessee. Jameis is going to get a 1-year prove-it contract. Bud Dupree, I think, is our franchise tag for at least 1 year. We're going to get a lot of guys We're going to look at a lot of guys. I think we do need to spend something. And especially if the cap's going to go up, we need to get a Marcus Mariota, a Ryan Fitzpatrick, like a Phillip Rivers even. Even though Phillip Rivers is a turnover machine, he'd be an improvement over freaking Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph right now because we need help a lot, especially on the quarterback end because having young quarterbacks with barely any experience is not going to help, especially with the terrible offensive coordinator. Who's better, Juju or Washington? I would say Juju, but they're both close. I would say Deontay's had a better season than them. For rookie standouts, Deontay Johnson was an absolute standout for our team this year. He was phenomenal for us. Really good work. He's still going to get better. So I really do dig him. I like Deontay Johnson a lot. He's definitely going to get better. And Minkah Fitzpatrick, even though he's a young guy, he's only played 1 year in Miami. Then he played most of the year for us. He's going to continue to get better. TJ Watt's getting better. Oh yeah, Devin Bush, another great player, but he still just needs to get a little bit better. He could definitely be our next great linebacker. Oh, another thing people ask me, Ryan Shazier, is he going to play again? I personally don't want him I don't want him back as a player, not because I love Ryan Shazier as a player and he's got great talent. I just don't want him getting another injury like that again. And he's hasn't been able to suit up or anything. He's walking and running. If he does eventually suit up again, that'd be nice. But the problem is, I just don't think he could do it for us. I just don't want him to see it get hurt again. That's the problem with Shazier. Hey guys, you know what? I'll just say this as well. At least we're better than Cleveland this year. Browns can suck it. Miles Garrett can go fuck himself. Oh, the Cleveland people thought the Cleveland Browns are going to win the Super Bowl this year, win the AFC North. Baltimore Ravens were the right team to win this division this year. They had I was wrong about them this year, even though I think Baltimore's still an overrated team, and I think that they have a lot of weaknesses that will get exposed in the playoffs. They had a good regular season, and I will give them props. Winning 12 straight games, it's hard to argue against that, to be honest. It really is hard to argue against him have such a great talent that the Ravens had this year. But they'll be a 1-year wonder to be back to being terrible next year because they have one of the tougher schedules going the next year. They'll have to play the Patriots, the Chiefs, and they'll have to really get some bad scheduling going their way because they're going to have a brutal schedule. Us, the Steelers, well, the second easiest. So it's not the end of the world. We've gone 8-8 with losing a franchise quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger for this entire season. If he just does decide to come back and play, I personally wouldn't mind it, but Randy Fichtner has to go. We do need to get a new offensive coordinator. I would love for us to really go get after Lincoln Riley as an offensive coordinator because we do need to go after an offensive coordinator candidate. We need to get some kind of brilliant offensive coordinator or like an offensive schemer from Oklahoma. Oklahoma has a great offense. Hell, this is a wild card pick for me. I would love the Steelers to go get Jalen Hurts in the draft. That's another controversial pick, but Jalen Hurts would be phenomenal for us because Delvin Duck Hodges, he could be good. I think he does need more time. I think you probably put him back at the practice squad, though. I think Rudolph, you don't know what's going to happen, but still. Oh, my goodness. The officiating, it just on the someone was asking me about officiating. Officiating is ruining football. It is ruining football. Like I can't watch football, like especially being a referee myself. I've ref games. It's just so hard to watch when these referees that get paid $15,000+ a game make some terrible calls that just don't look right. It's embarrassing. So as for me, guys, this is probably. Oh, so you're back to being a Lions fan right now, City Champions. Are you back to being a Lions? I thought you were a Ravens fan 5 seconds ago, 10 minutes ago. No, the Lions are going to suck. Trust me, the Lions are a dumpster fire match Patricia anyway, so. Well, give me a break. Yeah, Steelers were terrible. No, the officiating was garbage. Like, you barely touch a quarterback, it's now a fine. Fuck off. Yeah, with Delvin Hodge, Mason Rudolph gets hit by Earl Thomas, there's no flag. Fuck off. Oh, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not even going to bother with you anymore, man. I'm sorry. I'm not going to bother with you, dude. My thing is, Steelers do need to make a lot of big moves. I think we should go after some free agents. Nelson Aguilar might be a free agent, but the problem is we won't have the ability to sign big free agents, so that's going to hurt us. But we could go after we could go after a quarterback in the draft, or I prefer us to go after a actual veteran quarterback. So, yeah, I think this is gonna do it, guys. I'm just beyond upset. I'm just not really in the best mood right now. I'm gonna go enjoy myself a freaking Yingling right here. I'm gonna enjoy myself a Yingling and try and at least have somewhat of a night. But no, we don't. AB and Bell, dude. Bell is a Bell proved how dumb he is, and AB is just a clown, and he has CT, and he's gonna be a major issue. So we do need to get a talent, and I think we can definitely go get a talent. But at this point, I just don't even want to bother with the NFL until the Super Bowl at this point, and then maybe I might do content next year with this with the NFL for 2020. We'll see, but more often than not, you never know. But I think I've gone long enough and proved my point. 30 minutes. Ray Fickner needs to be fired. Steelers need to make some big changes in the offseason. We need to go after at least one veteran quarterback. We need to get a Marcus Mariota or some kind of quarterback. But yeah, see you guys later. Stay awesome. And just Fickner can go suck a dick, dude. I hate this guy.